Zach Bryan and his girlfriend Brianna Chickenfry were involved in a very serious accident over the weekend, according to a video she uploaded on TikTok. We're going to look at here in just a moment. Thankfully, both of them are okay, but she's going to give details about this really troubling experience when you go through something like that, especially when you are touring and you're in vehicles all the time. It's just a terrible thing to go through. So thankfully, they are both okay. And there has been a lot happening with Zach Bryan, of course, over the last few months. It seems like his career just continues to find new heights. He's bringing out Bruce Springsteen on stage. His career is obviously in a very good place. I haven't seen anybody go to 28 million monthly listeners on Spotify in just a couple of years. It's clear that he's just got a unique ability to connect with an audience that so many other people don't have. He's got that voice, and he's just got star power. He's got, he's just connecting with people on a different level is about the best way I can characterize that. But this is a scary situation involving this accident that they were in, and it's great to hear that they are both okay. But either way, this is a traumatic experience to go through, and this is what Brianna Chickenfry had to say about this. She's an amazing podcaster with Barstool, and this is what she had to say about this situation.
I'm just going to rant for a second because I think I'm nearing a mental breakdown, and I've been living on a bus for the past month, so that doesn't help the mental. But everything, it's just like, what the fuck's going on? 2 nights ago, Zach and I got into a traumatizing side-by-side car crash. It flipped a bunch of times, everything shattered, and thank God we had our seatbelts on. But there was a lot of blood, and we thought we were saying goodbye to each other. And after the ambulance came and he got all stitched up, we were like, oh my God, thank God. It didn't hit an artery. It was just a huge gash. We were okay. We are happy and alive, and we were like, fine, okay, whatever.
That's terrifying.
Then it's time to drive to Arkansas. It's midnight, so that all happens.
The worst thing is you get into that horrible accident, then you've got to get back into a vehicle and travel a long distance. And, I've been in a pretty bad accident before. And when that happens, it can be kind of tough to get back into a vehicle and travel a great distance. So
it's traumatizing. It was brushed over because we had to leave. As we're about to leave, exactly, we open the bus door, and Mango, of all cats, the one to never escape, runs out of the bus into the woods. This is 100 acres. She goes through barbed wire literally into the middle of the forest. Zach tries to jump on her. All of his stitches burst again. He's bleeding.
Oh my gosh.
What? I'm crying. I'm like, my cat. Oh my gosh. It's pitch black out. I'm never going to find her. I don't have shoes on, going over barbed wire, thorns in my face. I still have glass in my fucking body. Finally find her. Okay, you can sleep. You can sleep well. Get 2 hours of sleep. It's time to wake up and record, and I have to be chipper and happy, which is fine. That's my job. That's what I signed up to do. But I was just I was so mentally out of it. He has to play a show. So he plays a show. I record. Whatever, it's time for bed, 2 in the morning. I have to wake up at 7 a.m. to record. I'm on my 3rd podcast of the day, and I was like, honestly, that's fine. If I go to bed at 2, wake up at 7, that is actually good. Go on the bus. Guess who runs out? Ollie. Are you serious?
No.
Been living on the bus for, now this is the 2nd month that we've been doing it. The 4th if you count the last run. Cat has never run off the bus. Ollie runs off Arkansas. We're searching. We find Ollie. Oh, what time is it? 6:30 a.m. I have my first podcast at 8:30. Just finished the 2nd one. Now we're on to the 3rd. I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired. My whole body hurts, and I keep finding more bruises and scrapes, and I pulled glass out of my cheek last night.
That's really tough to deal with. All of those things combined. You go through this traumatic accident, you've got to leave and just get right back in a vehicle, and then you've got your beloved pets escaping and going out into the woods, and you've got to work and do all of that, and that's just a tough thing for anybody to go through, so I'm wishing them all the best. I'm certainly very glad that that they're doing okay after that accident, and hopefully they can rest up and have a better week, because that is terrible. And again, these artists that go out on tour, it's a real risk to be on the road as much as they are, and vehicle accidents happen, and it can be really, really dangerous out there on the road. So, really hoping for them to have safer travels out there, and all musicians as well. That's your latest update here from CountryCast. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button for the latest news and updates about your favorite musicians.